This is so true. It pisses me off that all we get is romance with like barely legal teens, you know what I mean? Stop giving me romance plots with 16, 17, 18-year-old teenagers. Give me the complicated romance plots with people that have life experience in like their mid-40s. Whenever there's a cast of characters within epic fantasy books, it always seems that the older guys tend to take on the fatherly figures or the uncle figures or the motherly figures and stuff like that. They don't get their own romance subplots. They're actually significant to the plot in general. I would love an epic fantasy book that has romance subplots that are about older generations, that aren't just about these barely legal teens that you can't really relate to unless you're like 15 yourself. I think it's actually the reason why a lot of us despise romance subplots within epic fantasy, because it is a lot younger than us. Like, the people within these romances are 16, 17, 18. They're making stupid decisions that we just can't understand because we're like, why are you making that decision? But they're making it because they're written because they're young and they're in this complicated romance in this high stakes situation, and it just kind of ruins it. One thing I'm adding on to this, because this is quite possibly the worst thing ever, is age gaps that are like 4,000 years. I'm not talking that age. I'm talking like, give me mid-40s romance. I don't care about the romanticized idea of falling in love epically on a battlefield. I just want kind of the realistic side of love within my fantasy. You can still do all of the tropes you love. You can still do enemies to lovers. You can still do rivals to lovers. You can still do love triangles, but it doesn't necessarily have to be with really inexperienced like 15, 16, 17-year-olds. This is one thing I can't stress enough. Epic fantasy does not need more barely legal lovers. So 100% I agree with this comment. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, make sure to follow, and happy goddamn reading.